Hello, good evening, happy Wednesday, all that jazz. I hope I hope you're having a good week so far. Mine has been fairly uneventful up until now, so we'll take that as a plus, I guess. And got my hair stuck to something. Yeah. But yeah, I am doing okay. I hope everyone here is also doing okay. I say everyone, it's you two wonderful people. I have some air under my wet palette, which is really crap. Go away. Go away. Dog hair, person hair. Adeptus, how are you? How are you doing? I love the booty jiggle emotes, they're so good. Right, let's try this again. Once more with Ealing. I hope you're having a good week so far. Too wet. Why is my palette so wet? Very weird. A bit drippy. And we don't like drippy. Damp, yes. Drippy, no. Better. My brush is still really wet. Ugh. Let's give that a second to fix itself. I'll grab a little brush, different brush for a bit. You good? Just chilling? Nice. You had a busy day today, or has it been fairly quiet? You have to forgive me, I can't remember if you're UK based now for a second. Pretty busy. Nice. I hope in a good way. Or at least not in a shit way. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was all of a sudden thinking, oh, hang on, have you had a busy day? It might be early, like mid-morning for you or something, and then... depending on where you are. Our new bookkeeper at work unfortunately had to hand in her notice last week. She was trying to go self-employed, and we were one of her first clients to well, as self-employed. But she realized that, unfortunately, with how slow it was going to get her get other clients, that she just wasn't able to make ends meet and had to find a normal employment job somewhere. So she had her last day today, which is a shame because she was really fun. I enjoyed having her. But I do understand that at the end of the day, no one really loves their job, or very few people do anyway. At the end of the day, we do it to get paid. So, yeah, she... But now we have to find a new bookkeeper, which is a bit annoying. I just hope that we'll be able to find one quickly, because I very much do not want to do the bookkeeping. I can do it, I have done it, but it is not my preferred task at work. You're waiting through the ad, wondering if you still had a sub. You're not tired. Oh, sorry. What was that? Oh, exclamation points. You can't prove it. I need to have a play with Nightbot, because it's a bit enthusiastic, a little bit overzealous. Exactly, that's my thought exactly. Hi, Fluent Code, you alright? Yeah, I am not too bad, thank you. I am not too bad. Just saying that our lovely bookkeeper had to hand in her notice and had her last day today with us, so we're having to find a new bookkeeper, and until then, it is me. I'm the bookkeeper. Yeah, Nightbot is just a little bit... yeah, a bit enthusiastic, takes itself very seriously, and this is just like the standard. I haven't made many changes to Nightbot because I'm not very handy with these things, so... Evening, Ben, you alright? I understand from Nick that our stuff has arrived today. And I haven't seen it yet. So I'll have to have a look later, but I'm very excited. Thank you so much. You are too kind. I'll make it up, no one's going to check in. It's only HRC after all. Yeah, exactly. Who, No, I've been, I've done our bookkeeping. It's our accountant who does the, like the annual tax, the corporation tax and the annual books and stuff. It's just a matter of doing payroll and, bills and stuff, but it's just not something that I particularly enjoy. You good? Nice, I'm glad to hear it, Ben. Yeah, I'm very excited. I think one of the two tough types that I asked you to get is slightly taller. It's more like a shrub-like thingy, so I'm very excited. I haven't used one of those before. You do the account as the accountant who does the fraud. Yeah, exactly. Gramps, how are you? How are you doing? Yeah, I just put the numbers in. I don't think about the numbers, basically. I do not want to get involved in the official stuff. No, don't knock the accountants. My wife. Oh, I'm not knocking the accountant at all. I would not want to do what the accountant needs to do, or what accountants need to do. I am not very good with numbers. I'm very grateful for our accountant. We were just saying that our my work's bookkeeper had to she handed her notice in last week because she needed to go employed again rather than try and go self-employed. She couldn't find enough contracts, unfortunately, so she wasn't able to make ends meet. So she had her last day today. And until we find a new one, basically the bookkeeping will be me again. It's like, I've done it, I know how to do it. I'm not very good at it because I'm not a numbers person, so it goes slow if I do it, but that's just how it's gonna be. If my boss is not quick to find a new one, then other stuff will have to wait. Because unfortunately, money side of things is quite important. No, I don't. I couldn't be an accountant. I understand money, sort of. But just numbers, my eyes just glaze over after a short while, so I need to take lots of breaks and double check my work and then triple check my work to make sure I haven't accidentally missed a comma somewhere, basically. Thank you for the lurk, White Wolf. Let me drop you one as well. I have been keeping Twitch open to keep an eye on you. I hope you have a fantastic stream. Anyone who isn't watching Nightwolf yet, drop him a little lurk if you want to. He had his anniversary stream tonight, so I reckon he will be live shortly. Yeah, he's gonna. I reckon it will be a very, very fun stream for him because he's got some plans and he's working on some cool models. So give him some love. when he goes live. I'm waiting for the notification. He is such a tease, I know, right? It's a real problem in our marriage, yeah. It's just edging all the time. Just all the time. It's just leading you on. Oh, I need to actually lurk in there as well. My other friend.
Hey, Chelsea, how are you?
Ooh, mute, please. Why is this so big? Right, let's take a lurk in there. I really wish there was a way to like drag a window. I only have one screen here, so I need to be a little bit sensible about how I align my tabs, and it doesn't always go the way I want. Twitch. Sweater looks comfy. It is actually. It's all right. It's like oh, White Wolf's up. It's like a mesh kind of like rough knit cable. Well, it's not quite cable knit, but yeah, it's nice. It's I like it a lot. It's very very comfortable. So yeah, it does look a bit weird on camera. I just noticed the it seems to like distort a little bit, but hey ho. Big hugs, by the way. Thank you. Big hugs back. I'm not sure if they're just generic big hugs or if they're for a reason, but either way, I appreciate them. Civic duty. Oh yeah, I'm that's just my face, to be honest. I still haven't won the lottery yet, so I still have to go to work. I can't just paint minis for a living. You did the code so fast, didn't know. Yeah, so the horses are... This is... What I should have done, really, is airbrush. I should have airbrushed the majority of this and then just highlight things up rather than do my my silly thing where I'm where I'm basically trying to make these really nice blends and stuff with the brush, which is fine. It just takes a million years. In my defense, like, I've also been working on the ghosts. It's not just been horsey hell. And it's been quite fun. I've been enjoying it. It's been a good time. But yeah, I know what you're saying. It's I'm not the fastest. What has everyone been up to this week so far? Anything good going on? Anything shite? Or life as usual, also valid. Still to buy this model. It's definitely worth it. It is really fun. It's really fun to paint. It's really pretty, and yeah, it's just really fun. If it's too big a purchase in one go, or if you want to like dip your toes in before you buy this one specifically, it's not too expensive as far as Warhammer is concerned, but it's not the cheapest either. You can buy these as well. There's a box. It's a box of 2 of them, both riders. Yeah, 75 is not. I think it's not cheap, but it's not too bad because you'll spend. It will take a while to paint, so the enjoyment. But yeah, there's these. There's a box of just the 2 of these. These are tester models, so they're not. But yeah, they also really fun to paint, and not quite as big an investment as the full coach. That's it. It's do you know you want both boxes? Oh no, I'm sorry. They're both worth it, for what it's worth. Both are fun, both are very pretty, easy to build as well. You might just need some like some masking, because like no, not masking. I say masking. I mean putty, like a gap filler of sorts, because there are a few like pieces that don't align perfectly, and they're always on the sort like. I think one of the seams, you can see it here because they didn't really do this one properly. Yeah, green stuff or sprue goo or even super glue with some baking powder in it. You can see here this line here, for example, and that goes over the top of the head as well. The green stuff is probably a little bit too big, like too much. I would suggest more like something like this, maybe. Like surfacer, or just if you have an old glass jar of plastic glue, cut up some old sprues and stick that in there and make a sprue goo. Because that's perfect filler if you have some old or nearly empty, like I wouldn't personally buy a new plastic glue just to make sprue glue with it, but if you've got if you have one that you've been using and you can buy a new one just for the normal use, then that I've been told is the best option, or yeah, because you're essentially just putting more of the same stuff in there rather than filling with a slightly different texture. Or if you have a part bottle, yeah, just cut up some old sprue, put the pieces in there, and you can make like a gummy-like because it's plastic glue. It will slowly dissolve the sprues. Like it won't work immediately. It's not. You'll need to give it a bit of time. But you can put some sprue in there, have that dissolve, and it turns into like it's like a sticky, yeah, almost like a glue consistency, like a PVA glue kind of stuff. But it's yeah, it behaves like a filler, so it's really useful. You are most welcome. But yeah, that works for any kind of plastic model. I wouldn't try and use it on resin, but yeah, it's perfect for plastic. But yeah, one day I will win the lottery, and then I'll be able to just paint minis all day, every day. Actually, I say that if I won the lottery, I would open a hobby store. I would love to have a store and not have to worry about the profitability, so being able to stock exactly what I want, have little hangouts, like hobby sessions, painting classes, and make it like a geek haven. Serve food and drinks and stuff, and yeah, that'd be nice. But I think if that was my only job and it had to put food on the table, I think I would be very stressed. Sounds like heaven, though. Sounds like something I would love to do. What would you guys do if you won the lottery? Obviously, let's call it 1 million. Don't do like Euro millions or anything like that. 1 million. If you won 1 million. Would you tell people? Or would you stay quiet? I think I would probably not tell people. At least no one besides like my direct family. And Nick, obviously. Yeah, I would pay off my mortgage, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. I would You're very grumbly, George. Pay off my mortgage. I would do some renovations on the house. So I would quite like to have a kitchen that isn't the kitchen that the previous owners put in this house for their rental tenants to use. So that would go, but I would do that in a way like get some people in, have like completely strip it because it was a ceiling wall and it would need to be done. Panic, but apart from that, you'd buy stuff for others. Wouldn't tell, but there'd be signs. Yeah, yeah. It's. I think a lot of my money would go that way as well, to be honest. Especially for my mum. And I'd be quite generous with things like Twitch subs and bits and stuff, and and I think I think I would open the hobby store after that. Because it would be no. If I didn't have to make enough money to support myself, and I could just do it for the love of things. Yeah, that be it. But yeah, my mum wouldn't have to worry about her bills anymore. I would talk to my brother to ask him what he would like/need. Probably buy my friends the next WoW expansion. And yeah, that sort of stuff really. Or if a hobbyist said like, oh, I wish I could buy, or I wish I could get XYZ. Like, well, have I got news for you? Being able to buy stuff for you. Yeah, that sounds like really fun. So yeah, I would like to do that. And then open a hobby store that's like almost like a non-profit kind of thing, because I'd be able to use it as a meeting space for, well, anyone who wants/needs a space to feel comfortable and be themselves. Fortunately, like people like Henry Cavill and stuff make enjoying a hobby like this a lot less stigmatized. We're not all stinky nerds anymore, according to the world. Obviously, we never were. I mean, some of us are, but I'd like to think I'm not stinky. I definitely am a nerd. I love this model, it's so cool. It is so much fun to paint, and it's so cool. just need to do one thing, because I just realized I want to support White Wolf a little bit. I know he's currently having his fancy stream, so it's let me see how. I'm gonna gift subs. Oh, I guess I should. There you go. And cool. That's all gravy. So White Wolf is supported. Right. I feel like I've done my good job for the day. So he can have yeah, he needs some. I haven't been able to do that before. Like gift subs. I mean, I guess I could have done it before, but it's today is a good day to send the love and the support. Oh, that's a bit of bone. That's a bit of bone. There we go. Does anyone have any plans for the rest of the week or for the weekend? Or anything to say or don't want to share, or even if it's just to have a little moan? I'm actually having an okay-ish week, which is quite nice for a change. I mean, so far so good anyway. I'm just trying to remember if there's anything that I'm supposed to be doing the rest of the week. Movie night on Sunday. I'm gonna be watching Fifth Element on Sunday, and I have never seen it, which is apparently an absolute like betrayal to mankind. Apparently it's one of those movies that's an absolute classic and everyone should have watched it, but I haven't seen it yet, so I was glad that when I suggested it, it came exactly. I should be able to understand that reference. So when the suggestions for the movie night came up, they I said, oh, can we add that one? And I'm hoping that by adding The Princess Bride at some that will also at some point be watched, because that's another one that I have never seen and really feel like I should. Because the fact that I can quote part of that movie and haven't actually seen it is kind of ridiculous to me. Like, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. That's not right. Being able to quote a movie and not having seen it. Well, there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen, so it's hardly a surprise. It's what I get for my my neurospiciness. So that I always pick, or not always, but I tend to pick things that I've already seen if I am choosing something to watch, purely because of the just like the comfort of knowing what you'll be watching. For the same reason I reread books, because I like knowing what's gonna happen. Not every book, but I have a favorite book series that I occasionally, if I'm in desperate need of some immediate comfort, I go back to this book series and reread it. I think I've read it like 4 times now, and it's like 9 books, I want to say. So yeah, I am a little strange, but I think it's comfortable. It's like an old pair of slippers. Thomas the Tank Engine. No. No. Wait, there's books? Yeah, there should be, of course, there's books. At the moment, I'm watching Plebs on Netflix, which, for some reason, I just find really funny. It's really bad, It's supposed to be set in ancient Rome, and well, the main characters are plebs, working people, in Rome, and the show is about their lives, and it is an absolute piss take, really, because they all have like really thick English accents, and it's just, yeah, their tunics are essentially just bags with holes in holes for the shoulders, and a little piece of string around the waist for a belt. That kind of stuff. It's proper garbage, but it's very fun, very silly to watch. I like silly. Right. I need a nice brown for the leather. Ooh, nearly rolled over the dog. Not great. Nick only has gold on his desk. I don't want to use that. Historical accuracy was a priority. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They're all called like Marcus and stuff like that, but it's yeah, it's basically dog shit, and but I find that kind of stuff really really fun to watch. I don't really know why it tickles me so much, but I might go for Rhinox hide actually. I'll mix that in with, where's that 2 brown? Katachan flesh. No, Rhinox hide. Let's go bold. Go bold or go home. Yeah, it's really dumb, and it's the intro song is just basically "When in Rome," and yeah, it's dumb. It's honestly dumb, but I'm enjoying it. It's a good show to have on in the background. Let's put it that way. It's not. I wouldn't recommend sitting down to actually watch it, if that makes sense. But it is. Let's see if I can find my mixing bowls in here. I can hear them. Yeah, it's the kind of silly stuff that I find very fun. I love the clicky. Makes me happy. Someone whispered me on Twitch. Oh, voila. I really enjoy your games, so I followed you. Keep up the great work. Did you follow me, Iwala? Don't think you did, actually. I think you're a sneaky liar. Either way. Does anyone else have any, like, comfort shows or books, stuff they like to watch when they need a little bit of support mentally, physically. Emotionally. With Nivian, we're having a Schitt's Creek watch thing. Schitt's Creek was one of those shows that someone once recommended to me when I was not in the headspace for watching a new show. And at the time, when I looked into it, I thought it looked horrible, it didn't look very fun. So it went very low on my list of priorities. Years and years and years later, it's literally been years and years because Schitt's Creek came out, I think 2016 is when that aired. I finally started watching it probably about a year and a half ago, I think, or a year ago. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then managed to convince Nivian that it's something that he should also watch because it's funny. So now we're watching it together. Usually with dinner we'll watch an episode. Like 90% of the media I consume is stuff that I wouldn't be able to sit and watch for a long time. But the perfect kind of show to have on in the background as a bit of background noise. A bit like my stream, I guess. Something you don't need to focus on, but you can occasionally lean back in your chair, look over at your second monitor, and realize, oh, it's still going. very much don't want to deal with anything that requires my full attention, especially like when I'm painting or anything. I want to have something on in the background. And sometimes it's audiobooks. But at the moment, I haven't gone off audiobooks as such. But because I'm in the middle of reading my favorite book series, none of the audiobooks that I'm listening to or could listen to really are really doing it for me at the moment. And it just makes me think that oh man, I wish I was reading my book instead. I managed to convince Nick to read the first one. And he is reading it at the moment. I don't think he's enjoying it as much as I am. I don't think he loves it as much as I do, but in my defense, the first one isn't anywhere near as good as the later books in the series. It's just you need to read the first one to be able to understand the rest. It's just one of those things. I'm kind of hoping he sticks with it, but I don't think he will. I don't think he'll read anymore. He's not as an obsessive reader as I am. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't read as much as I do. Let's enter this raffle as well. No, I won't. I don't need it. I don't need a kill team. I have so much to paint already. So much to paint, so little time. Oh balls, that's blue. Renown 15. Jeez, Ben. Oh, what did you get in your vault this week? I haven't looked at my vault yet. Haven't had time. Hero legs non-tier. Well, can be fixed, right? I'm really hoping for a tier piece this week. Quite like. I would quite like some tier. Please, sir, can I have some tier? If you get the hat tomorrow, that's 4 set. Oh man. I don't even have a single piece yet. I can never remember who are on the same tier token as I am. I always think it's the same, like, armor class, so in my assumption it's Hunter and Evoker. But I don't think it is. Weapon is in a queue to become 720. Jeez, Ben. Do you know how it works with crafting this time around? Is it the same recipes? Can you recraft an existing piece and does it go higher, or does it need to be a fully fresh craft? Because I don't think there's new recipes or anything, are there? Is Lion Pride in? Am I thinking that correctly? It is the Slaughtered Lamb. Fair enough. Hunter shared with Druid and Mage. Yeah. Well, we have quite a lot of Shaman in the raid at the moment. Unfortunately. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. don't really understand what the decision was on there. Like who picked which classes share. Tokens, but here we are. We've not got any tier from Raid. So have you done... Have you had 2 in the vault and then 2 catalyst? Yet, yeah. Vault, time walking. Oh, time walking. I see. Yeah, I've deliberately held off on catalyzing anything yet, because I would be very upset if I if I put something in the catalyst to just have a piece and then end up that piece ending up dropping in the raid and not being able to roll on it. Like I've had a few gear upgrades drop for me, but they've all been like normal non-tier pieces. Again, it's great. I'm glad I'm getting loot. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I'm getting loot, but it's I would very much like some tier. So hopefully I'll get lucky tomorrow. I do like this raid so far. And I'm kind of impressed with how far we got without knowing what Dimensius was like. Yeah, we both, yeah. Like we weren't prepared to do it, and we still got, I feel, quite far into that fight, considering. Drink from Mothy, please. Yeah. Actually, I think I have about 3 best in slot pieces that drop from Dimensius, which is a little bit annoying. 3 things from my best in slot list that well, I'll hopefully get a chance at this week. Set of P2. Oh yeah, I know it goes much further, but still, considering the fact that we had to work out how things went without having watched any guides or anything like that, I think we did alright. I just wish that I didn't fly into bloody rock formations. It's a long fight, yeah. Yeah, I assumed it would be. Going to be rough and heroic, yeah, I reckon it will be. That said, I think Nick is going to be quite tough on people and people's gear upgrades and optimization and stuff. He was saying that he's very much fed up with telling people that we're wiping with like 1% left. Telling people to upgrade their gear, to spend their crests, get crafted stuff done, and people just ignoring that. So yeah, I'm hoping that at least in that respect things might be a little bit easier this time round. We don't need to worry too much about whether or not we're having to carry a load of dead weight. Because look, I understand, right? I'm not online as much as I could be, should be, or anything like that. But I also very much, I mean, I still do my Mythic Pluses. I still make sure that I do as much as I can to optimize my character. And to not be essentially not to hold the team back. I really struggled last season to get past the 666 eye level. Crafting is very useful. I mean, I had 3 crafted pieces, I want to say, 3 or 4. And they were amazing. It's like sometimes just the piece that you need isn't dropping, right? And you can sit there with a adventurer piece equipped for a long time because a champion or a hero piece just isn't dropping. Well, you craft it. Not sure why some people don't craft. The reason why they don't is because they log in 5 minutes before the raid and log out as soon as the raid finishes. Like we had people who, purely because Nick said that it was mandatory to have the cloak done before the raid, we had people with the cloak sat at the eye level that it is when you receive it from the quest giver without the fiber put into it and not upgraded. Some people just don't care about that stuff, which is really unfair to those people who do care, because they try and optimize and try and do the best they can, and their 1% is being held back by 8% or however much it is are the people who don't do anything. Which is just a little bit unfortunate, really, if you ask me. But it should be better this time round because Nick is going to be more vigilant. Yeah, I know, right? We could see on the armory people with the cloak at literally at the base level with nothing in it, and they'd logged out. So they literally received the cloak, cool, equipped it, boom, log out. I mean, it's fixed now. But whenever you see Nick say something that sounds too outrageous to be real, it is free, I know. if he says something like, get the correct gem for your circlet, or upgrade your cloak, or stuff, it is because he's seen someone not do it. He is basically calling out people without calling people out, if that makes sense. Because he's too nice about it. But he's going to stop being nice, I think. Which is... You don't need to do anything. And the macro means you don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, that's also true. It also takes 2 seconds to just go there. You can just use the teleporter. And then you're already nearly at the raid as well, so just teleport on and boom, you're there. You don't even have to think about it. It's just seconds. You don't even have to fly. You can... But like I said, people are funny. I mean, you're the other side of the scale, right? You're so incredibly dedicated to best crafts, upgrades, and all that. I don't know how you do it. Like, you don't even do shitloads of Mythopluses or anything like that, and yet you still have... I guess it's delves, isn't it? All the crests and stuff to upgrade your gear with, and it just... I find it both inspiring and slightly scary. I guess part of it is a time thing as well, but it's like still. I need a drink. Effort in, you're less of a dead weight. Well, see, you realise that. A lot of people don't realise that. I'm also, if I don't pay attention to like my gear and stuff, my numbers are dog shit. You learn your class, you learn your abilities, you get your gear sorted, and you are a very consistent player, which is a huge asset to any team, to be honest. We know exactly. Yeah. You do good damage. You show up. And you put the effort into optimize and be as good as you can, which is a lot more than can be said for other people. You've been in the dead weight category, not again. Oh, bless. I think, I mean, I very much was in there when I first joined the community. When I joined on my feral druid. And I had like 4 frames a second on my laptop. I think the fight was like Elagon, the like spirity dragony thing where the floor disappears. I think if I was able to get like 4 hits in on the boss, that'd be fantastic. That was more than expected, because by the time I got there, my PC caught up. We had to run away because the floor was going to disappear. And my PC was really struggling with the light effects and spells of people and stuff. It was, yeah, it found it very, very difficult. So I died a lot. Like a lot. And it's not fun to be bad. I mean, I was also just a bad player. Like, I just wasn't very good either. I did learn a lot. I have learned a lot. And I think Feral Druid is also just really not really the class for me, if that makes sense. It doesn't... I did much better on Rogue when that's essentially almost the same. There's very, yeah. They're both dot classes, both leather, both melee. And, yeah, for some reason I did much better on Rogue. No idea why, but I'm not gonna question it. Like, I think we all have classes that we do better on and classes that we do worse on. It's just one of those things. Yeah. That's why you chose to help as much as you can. If you put in the effort and others see you putting in the effort. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And for yourself as well, like, you know how it feels so much better to care. It did. It was, yeah, it was much more, yeah, somehow I struggled with that a lot less than I did with Feral Druid. Still wasn't as good with Rogue as as some of the other Rogue players in our community at the time, but I'm also very much a one-trick pony. I don't really. I struggle to multi-spec and stuff. Like I should be able to. I should, at the very least, be able to change spec, right? And use a different spec for different fights. But on Rogue, I was only ever assassination. Don't think I ever even tried combat. Don't even know if it's called combat anymore. And like I said, like, we all have lives, right? Not everyone can put in as much time as other people. But if you're playing with other people and you're expecting to do content with other people, in my mind, there is a, like, social obligation to invest some time to make sure that what you're doing isn't negatively affecting other people. And what I mean by that is mostly don't do the bare minimum, right? Don't just assume that showing up is enough. Happy to be one trick? Yeah, me too, to an extent. I don't dislike it. I do realize that I could be better if I learned more options. But I'm just not. Be the best you can with the time you have. Yeah, I think that's probably a fair. Be the best you can with the time you have and be aware of your limitations. So that if you struggle with certain things, you can ask for help. And so that you don't become a burden. And I don't think necessarily, like, yeah, I don't expect anyone to spend 40 hours a week on WoW, but maybe just like a couple of other hours during the week. Be nice. You have trouble with the second part? What, knowing your own limitations and asking for help? You've asked for help. You have, exactly. Hi, Tegamad, how are you? How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're having a lovely week so far. That it's treating you well. Today was the first busy day this week. Is that a good thing? Like, good that it's busy again, or are you sad that your quiet period is over? It's Monday and Tuesday. We're relaxed, yeah. And then all hell broke loose today, or? So that's usually how it goes for me. Like, I have a very quiet week, or a very quiet couple of days, and then all of a sudden shit hits the fan. I'll tell you ups and downs. Most of the time it's Wednesdays and Thursdays that are busy. Yeah. That's interesting. We had, when I worked for an IT company, it's usually Monday that was really busy. Like all the drama that stacked up over the weekend that all of a sudden got pushed through on Monday. Or people who somehow managed to forget their password over the weekend or stuff like that. That happened quite a lot. Monday people are too busy getting their week started. Tuesday can get a little busier, but usually not too bad. Wednesday people are done with the problems they dealt with Monday and Tuesday. Thursday people are starting to have more time to call in. Friday is just all the weird extra long calls. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I worked for a company that did IT and telecoms for the hospitality industry. So hotels and restaurants and stuff. And fortunately, we didn't work the weekends. That was outsourced. And out of hours, only like password resets and stuff was what they dealt with. But there were quite a lot of people who, over the weekend, somehow managed to get themselves locked out of their PCs or whatever. It's quite funny, really. It's funny how different industries for the same thing, or the same industry, different like area, I suppose, have such different experiences with when it's busy and when it's not. You were driving to the office. You could tell when you were going to. Yeah. Yeah. You're so glad you don't do that anymore. Yeah, same. I mean, I go to the office obviously, but I must admit I'm glad I'm not in IT support anymore. I like the people I worked with, but I don't miss the company. And basically the fact that no matter what we did, we never managed to get to like a healthy number of tickets. Because we were always understaffed, and there's always some drama. For example, stuff like cyber attacks, like Trojans, stuff like that on entire hotel groups. That was always fun. And all of a sudden you have 20 people per hotel calling in the same issue. Until your manager authorizes that you're able to log all the same issues under the same ticket. Quite a while. Yeah, quite some time usually goes by, and by that point you've got 50 odd tickets for essentially the same issue. So yeah, it was always challenging. But the people were awesome. Really liked the people. Still have friends from that time. When I say friends, it's a friend, I guess, is more accurate. Actually been invited to go to his wedding, which is quite cool. It's in October. I don't know many people well enough that I would get invited to their wedding, so it's quite happy that that is yeah, something that stuck with us, which is nice. You got a lot of work done on your latest project. You're using it as an opportunity to learn what you need to... Nice. What is your latest project? You're making a business logo for the local gym by your house. Awesome. What, using their existing logo but making it in metal or something? Or... You don't do design work, do you? You don't design logos because you want one. You have multiple friends to do. Oh, fair enough, yeah. A simpler shape than a Transformers logo. Working on dialing it. You want welding skills. Nice. Will you put pictures up? Or is it one of those, because it's for a client, you can't share? I was saying that. Are they paying you for it, or is it a labor of love? Put pictures up when it actually looks like something. Yeah, that's fair. Itchy eyes. Ugh. Don't even have hay fever. Break's over. Good luck. Thank you for dropping by. I look forward to seeing the logo. Very curious. Wolfie, how are you? How are you doing? How are you doing, darling? You good? I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Always better when I'm painting. I really should do it more. Yeah, I don't paint enough, really. That is an amazing emote. I love it. Are they glow sticks? Whatever it is, it's fantastic. Ooh, thank you, Paint It. That's my hydrate. My bunk and my posture check. Yeah, I love it. That's really good.
I'm not a shrimp.
I am a shrimp, though. I am a shrimp. How are you doing, Paint It? You alright? Thank you for the care package of redeems. Sleepy but good. Are you sleepy? New job is good? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. That is good news. Already taking calls for 3 days. Very nice. That is good progress. $30 driving there and back. That's not too bad. Like, it's not great, but it's not too bad. On the M1, oh. Oof. New job, but it's my job to be sleepy. Oh man. I can't remember a time where I wasn't sleepy, to be honest, Wolfie. I can literally sleep any day, anytime, anywhere. As long as I'm warm enough. I can sleep, but it's never restful, unfortunately. I never wake up rested. Only the M1 for 10 miles. Oh, okay. It's just tiring having to concentrate. Yeah. You get used to it. Driving especially is something that gets less tiring the longer you do it. God, you felt that, yeah. Lots of sleeping, never resting. It's a curse, really. What do I think of the WoW Midnight trailer? I'm quite excited, to be honest. Looking forward to the new allied race. I'm not sure if I will race change my druid or if I'll create a new one. I might just make a new one. Housing is exciting to me. Very exciting. Yeah, there's quite a few interesting things in there. How about you? I just want a good night's sleep. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, exactly. It's I mean, I don't have my nights aren't bad per se. I just don't wake up rested. I still have like usually about 7 hours. I'm never rested. I'll go for a nap. Never wake up rested. Very excited, but she's also from Oz. Stupid AM for her. You're excited, but you're way behind on the story. This is coming from a bit of a WoW shill. Like, World of Warcraft is my game, right? I love WoW. It's the only game that I always will play. I think the story is really cool at the moment, and it's a really good time to come back to the game because the catch-up mechanics are really good, really easy to get gear. There is a lot to learn. If you're not familiar with like the new systems and stuff, there's a lot to learn. Like on the crafting and stuff like that. But it's a really WoW is really fun at the moment. I think it's really fun. And the raid is cool, and it helps if you have people that you want to play with. Your doctor said your sleep issues might be attributed to your undiagnosed and medicated ADHD, but then proceeded to not send you the prerequisites forms for starting the process and won't return your calls. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, that's really helpful. I'm apparently not ADHD enough to be ADHD. I've been referred for an autism assessment instead. Yeah, that's taken a while to be put through, so could use a guild. So we don't really have a guild, but we have a community in game. So if you want to join that, it's Nivian's community. He's been doing it for over 10 years. He's been running this. This is how I met Nivian, actually. Is why I'm in England, and it's why I'm doing this. So if you would like to join, just on Discord, because you're on my Discord, aren't you? Thank you for the lurk, Ben. If you're on my Discord, which you are, just message Nivian and ask him if you can join. He can send you a link for the in-game community. Everything is cross-server now anyway, so. Ralph, you haven't even brought up the fact that you're likely on the spectrum too, because you check a lot of boxes, yeah. Hi Kat, how are you? You alright? You're good, thanks. Relief schools are back now after summer holidays. I bet. I think parents don't necessarily like school holidays. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. Our new, very nice bookkeeper lady had to resign because she wanted to start for herself and do her own, like have her own bookkeeping self-employed thing, but she couldn't make it work. She couldn't get enough clients, so she handed in her notice last week and had her last day today, which is annoying because now I'm back to bookkeeping. for now. Is this metallic? Yeah, it is. That is not what I want. Where's my dog? There. Yeah, so it's I'm a little bit miffed that she had to go. Completely understand it. Like I wouldn't. Like I don't begrudge her the decision. Obviously she has to choose for her own finances, right? There's no way to can't pay your rent on like 2 clients if they're only one day a week. So yeah. Makes no. I'm good at that kind of thing. You say that. There's a reason why we get a bookkeeper and not me. Like I know how to do it. I know how to use our bookkeeping system, but I am very bad at numbers, so everything takes really long when I do it. I have to do it very slowly and like triple check my work, and then I'm still not 100% sure that I've done it right. The only thing I enjoy from the bookkeeping side of things is being able to reconcile the bank. Get the bank feed on our bookkeeping system and being able to click the button. You just is so good. Yeah, no, I know. Click the button when it goes nice and green. That's nice. And I think, you say, how are we all? I think everyone's a bit tired tonight. We have people with new jobs, people with sleep problems, and but other than that, so far everyone's been pretty cheerful. Which is nice. Makes me happy when people are happy, so let's not put my metallics in my fresh water. You have good news and a massive relief as well. You just got big back payments on HMRC confirmed. Fantastic! That is amazing. I'm so pleased for you. That is such a relief, that kind of stuff. You'll drop Nivian a message on the weekend so you and Miss can join in. Oh, that'd be awesome. Be nice to have you. It is technically a raiding community. I don't know if you guys also want to raid, but praise the machine god. But we have a lot of really fun and chill people in there who are all very helpful, and yeah, you should at the very least be able to use it as a springboard until you find a better guild. For about 2 years! Oh, jeez. I'm a Holy Paladin main. Well, there you go. We don't currently have a Holy Paladin healer. You have done raiding in the past? I mean, we always have people interested in Mythic Plus as well. There's always like a channel on the community server where you can advertise if you want to go do stuff like that, and people can reply, and you can organize groups. Saves you having to pug stuff, which is a bit icky. Happy to learn all the things. Nice. We have a bunch of really eager people and a bunch of really chill people who don't really care all that much. What's Mythic Plus? Mythic Plus is doing dungeons, 5-man content, 1 tank, 1 healer, and 3 DPS. and 3 damage dealers, and you go into a dungeon, kill the monsters in there, kill the bosses, and by doing it Mythic Plus, you get additional difficulty levels added, but the rewards are better, so you get more challenges added throughout the dungeon. So for example, additional mobs will spawn sometimes that you either need to kill or need to interrupt a cast or something like that to make them disappear, and then they give you a buff. And if you don't handle them correctly, they give the other mobs a buff, so you need to deal with them. It's really fun. I'm not sure what a TT dungeon crawler is, if I'm 100% honest. Yeah, still like a dungeon. The Missus does Warhammer as well. Oh, nice! Well, there you go. She's a better painter than me. But you're prettier, right? So. That was going to be my next question. What does she paint? Sisters, Necrons, Nighthaunt, Skaven. Very versatile. Very diverse as well. Necrons and Nighthaunt is a very two very different armies. Not in makeup, I suppose, but in execution for painting. I don't actually know if I know what you paint it. You don't know anyone else who does mech? Paints everything to parade level. Nice. Huge army. Oh, bear with. I will post it. Yeah, I'll put it in there. Bear with. For some reason, copy and paste doesn't work, so I'm gonna have to Control V. That does work. Don't ask me why. I will have to. I'll open it and then I'll have a look later when I get a chance. So I'm not sure if have I followed you? Yeah, I am following you. Yeah, okay, cool. I am following already. Be cool to play around some painting. Yeah, absolutely. It's I feel like WoW is one of those games that is just so made so much better if you're able to play with other people and people that you like. pugging stuff and just doing stuff with random people is fine. But it does change the dynamic of the game. And to me, it's not as fun. Like, for example, I would never pug Mythic Plus. I could potentially see myself pugging a normal raid, but not a heroic raid. And not Mythic Plus, because people are so toxic. I'm going to sneeze, bear with. But yeah, so many pugs of people who know how the Dungeons and Raids work just run off. Yeah, it's really annoying. It's not very fun. It's not nice, and they always moan. They always complain. Yeah, exactly. They blame you. It's just a bit frustrating. Whereas if you go with people that you know, you can say at the start, like, look guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't been here before yet. If there's something that I need to know, let me know. And tell me where we're going. That makes it so much more enjoyable. The first bit of Warhammer was 1994, second edition, wow. Let me just have another scroll through your stuff because... Oh yeah, I remember now. Oh yeah, that banner. Yeah, very clean, very nice. Very nice. I think it was 1998 when you got your first model. I'm trying to think when mine was. I think I must have been like 16, so... bear with. Oh, I bet it was. But it's really good. So I'm 39. Yeah, 23 years ago is when I painted my first Warhammer model, and it was an absolute disaster. It was my then boyfriend gave me a Bretonnian knight. I think it was anyway. A guy with like on a horse with like the like delivery on the horse, a cloak and stuff, or whatever it's called. And I enjoyed it. I liked painting it. It was fun, but I never took it really seriously. Because it was, well, for one, not my hobby at the time. And for two, I didn't have the money to make it my hobby, so I didn't want to get too excited about it. You found a rare model from your collection the other day. Metal Bretonnian damsel on foot. You'll have to send me put a picture in the Discord or something. I'd like to see that. That sounds cool. Just got a few to paint, never played them, and then you got back into it, carried on just because they looked awesome. Not so keen on the resculpt, so well, fair enough. That is fair enough. It's weird that you sold all your Bretonnians before you moved up here. That is weird. That you found one. Well, maybe it was like foreshadowing, like you realised that you might want to keep one of the rare ones. Like, I've recently been selling almost all my models, to be honest. I mean, I say all my models, that's not true, but the bigger ones that I've painted recently, a few of them have been commissioned, so were going to go anyway, but just to give myself some walking around money. No, I just want to be able to buy more models, really, and create space. Because I'm not going to play with them, I don't need to worry about maintaining an army or anything like that. I can just paint, sell, and buy more. You need the money and space. Kind of superfluous. She looks fun to paint. Oh, paint her then. You need to get making again. Need some kind of stock for RoseCon next year. "64 messages were deleted by a moderator." That's interesting. You've been. Oh god, Nightbot has just. Nightbot has just given you a 600-second timeout. Let me just. That's a bit crazy, Nightbot. Thank you very much. Let me see if I can. No, Nightbot has been a bit overzealous, and because I'm not very good with this stuff, I've been thinking, oh well, I'll just leave it or whatever. But I should probably, just because I don't actually know how much it's doing for me at the moment. So, got any mods around? I don't have any mods. I have mods, but they're not really actual mod kind of people. See, the only stuff that I know are like the commands and stuff. Dashboard. Chat moderation, here we go. Access symbol. Turn off links, turn off access symbol. Okay, I think that's good for now. Now see if I can turn timers off. Big difference. They can make a big difference, stuff like that. Means you don't have to worry about it. Oh yeah, but my streams are like best case scenario. Normal days, I'll have on a good day, I have like 30 people. So if I'm really if I have a busy day, it's 30-ish. So I'm not all that worried about that kind of stuff. I do kind of want. Is there a way for timeouts to be? There we go. Wait. Timeouts 6. Ads. 10 minutes. Can I? Is there a way to revoke that? Only because literally, I don't know how. Maybe on Twitch itself rather than on OBS? Yeah, so I'm looking in the logs at the moment where I can see the timeouts. And I can see why. Because Painted put ads ... in there, and it decided that the lots of dots was symbol spam. I don't actually know. Maybe let me have a look if I can do it in. No, because Twitch itself doesn't even show that, does it? It doesn't show the. Oh my god, my mouse, come on. Look. Oh, there we go. Oh, delete message for Nightbot. Cat. You know, I don't even know how to. I would, but I don't even know how to. Oh. Okay. Copy. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I've turned off Nightbot blocking links, and I've turned off Nightbot blocking control, like multiple ... So it should never happen again now, in theory. But I don't know how to unblock. Because when you go and looking on Twitch, it doesn't. It gives me... How did you do that? Because I can see, like, the timeout Nightbot, see the warn Nightbot. You live! Yeah! Welcome back, Painted. It should never happen again. Didn't do nothing! I am so sorry. Thank you very much, Kat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's turned off. It's it will never do this again, and people will be able to click on someone's name. You can... I will remember that for next time. I don't even see that now, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your help, Kat. That is huge. So, mod for about 15 people. Well, I'll leave the power with you. You're hereby granted powers beyond people's every comprehension or whatever. And oh, this needs a wash first, because that is nowhere near icky enough. Non-oil. Oh, it needs to be a mod view. Mod caliber, absolutely. I don't even know what mod view is. It shows you. I know nothing. Well, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Kat. It's the kind of stuff that stresses me out. You were honored. It's a questionable privilege. It's like, ooh, takes note about... Kat is good at these kind of things. It's one of those. There's some screenshots sending on Discord. Thank you, that might be huge. As an IT geek, you're used to admin powers. Yeah, I'm just not very techy. I mean, I'm techy enough usually, and at my work, I'm like tech wizard, which should tell you something, if this is how I respond to this kind of stuff. But I have to do all the tech support at work. Which is tragic, really. But here we are. You're sad when you don't have it. Yeah, I get that. I get that. But yeah, no, I'm practical enough that with a bit of googling I can normally work it out. But I'm also under no illusion that that what I that I am actually technically gifted. It's just not true. So I just do what I can with what I have, really. Like everything you do with the programs, you know. Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, still. I'm just going to quickly blow dry my my non-oil. Bear with. I don't even have strong Google foo. I'm like barely good enough at googling to be able to fix some of the things that go on at my work, but it helps that everyone else is really bad at tech, so that my very mediocre skills are like seen as, oh my god, she's a wizard, kind of it's quite funny, really, but practical methodical approach works. Yeah, it does usually. I just wish that my boss wouldn't always ask me to fix things for him when it's last minute and panic. Like, for example, Technomancer, that's it, yeah. His camera wasn't working on his laptop. And he found out it wasn't working when the person on his speed awareness course was saying that his camera wasn't working. And that he needed to have it working in the next 3 minutes to be able to do the speed awareness course. And like, sorry, I'm all right, but I can't work miracles. And the fact that your right-hand speaker on your laptop is sounding tinny, and he only just realised, because I was talking to him the other day, he only just realised that the fact that his laptop not being able to use facial recognition anymore, he thought that he just looked tired or something, and that's why his laptop wasn't recognizing him. Oh, thank you, Kat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I shall have a look in a bit. But yeah, he didn't realize that his laptop not being able to recognize his face anymore to unlock the unlock itself, that might have something to do with the fact that the camera is. Do I not have a tech department? No, I am the tech department. We it's a very small company. It's I'm the only person in the office, really. I'm operations manager, and then there's my boss, who is a director of the company, and everyone else is either electrician or apprentice. If I have any questions, maybe, but yeah, possibly. You might well be, to be honest. At the moment, it's alright. The only thing that I'm needing to fix at the moment, that's on my to-do list, if it were, is our security cameras. They were set up by one of our electricians about a year and a half ago. Because I installed the cameras, I set it all up, and now they can't remember what the logins are. I didn't know that we that they were up and running, that they were working. But now, obviously, there's no there's no no one to who remembers the logins, and the company that does the support for those that camera system, the phone number never goes through to their support team. So it's like, okay, do I want to sit here on hold for 20 minutes and not being sure if it's actually going to go anywhere, or am I just going to go do something else? And usually I'm going to go do something else. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to work out, but it isn't showing like on the system, and it's just one of those. I just want to reset the whole thing, to be honest, but it's it's not letting me. And the support team won't answer the phone. Well, Stakes says you have no idea, but this is okay. Alan is a tech guru in the house. He has built all our home automation stuff, and we have a large data cab that does all kinds of stuff you have no idea about. Nice. Yeah, it's for us it's Nivian. Nivian is practical, technical. CCTV is something that always complicates. Yeah, I feel like that's the case, and I know it's working because I've seen the cameras on at one point, but at one point they lost connection somehow, and now they're not doing anything. It's not like we have anything that's worth stealing at our office, but still, like, if we have them, we should really be using them. I'm dreading the inevitable calls that will come up because we're installing some CCTV at a different company soon. And I'm gonna have to make sure that we give them the information for the system support team, because yeah, we can install it, but we're not supporting that stuff. Also necessary for insurance madness. Yeah, not necessarily, because we're renting, so it's like our building insurance, and we just have contents insurance, and if we can, so provided we installed it as additional safety measure, but it's not it's not actually working at the moment, which is a bit silly. Here I'm sitting wondering why I'm struggling to see, and it's just my glasses are really dirty. Anyway, indeed, let's not talk about work, exactly. Oh my god, they really are very dirty. Have I got any wipes here, or am I all out? Oh, I have a wipe! And extras! Let's talk about plastic crack, yes! Oh, one more thing. You know how technical I am, right? They had me install a Wi-Fi home system for a new customer, because I was the most technically advanced person at the company. So they did the wiring for it. They routed all the Cat 5, at the time it was Cat 5, and I had to install the Ubiquiti system. You have heresy, Admech. I picked up. We went to our local hobby store who had their 11-year anniversary this weekend, and I picked up some Legions Imperialis Warhound Titans. So it's probably going to be my only foray into the world into the world of Network System Headache. Yeah, well they they were living in a really old, like, sort of mansion-like type thing, and between floors there was just no connection on the Wi-Fi, so I needed access points on each floor, and it was fun. But yeah, I'm very very excited. Finally, because I love Warhound Titans. I think they look really, really cool. Of all the Titans, I like the Warhounds the most. But I'm not going to be building a resin Warhound Titan. 1, money, and 2, time, and all of that. So yeah, I thought, you know what, Legions. Welcome back, Ben. Yes, all is well. All is well. I also picked up a which is what I'm actually more excited about, a Keeper of Secrets, because Nivian has convinced me that I should be entering Iron Skull next year. Not to win, but to enter and to push myself. And it freaks me the hell out. But I do want to push myself, and it'd be nice if I get, like, maybe a commended entry or something like that, or even if... yeah. Just to see my model among other really cool models would be really cool, I guess. And I think that model would be cool to paint for that. I don't know if I'll do great. My style is very painterly. Like, I'm more of a position paint in areas. And move it around and work with colors and light and stuff. And I feel like competitions like Iron Skull, Golden Demon, etc., they're more focused on the heavy metal stuff. But I don't really mind. I'm just going to be painting the model, enjoying myself while I do it. And if it places or whatever, then fantastic, and if it doesn't, then easily competition standard painter. Yes and no. All heavy metal artwork is photoshopped. Really? But yeah, I've seen some really, really good competition pieces, and they make me a little bit nervous. But at the same time, I also know that I can't... I don't want to not do these things because I don't think I'll win. Like, I don't think I'll win. But I don't think that should stop me. I feel like entering something just to win is the wrong mentality. That's true, yeah, you did. I forgot about that for a sec. You fixed the Macs that did. Oh, Mac IT support is even worse. I mean, it is to me anyway. But yeah, I feel like entering just for the enjoyment of entering. Max for 7 years in academia. Oh, jeez. I find Apple products really confusing because I'm so used to Windows OS that on Mac everything is in the wrong on the wrong side, so I struggle. I struggle with it a bit. Still make it work because well, at work when I joined there for the first time, they only had a Mac, so I had to use a Mac. Entering competition is a way to push yourself. The last one was for Galloway's monthly competition. You're really pleased with what you produced. Yeah, nice. I know that Apple is a very user-friendly environment, and once if it's like your kind of environment, I think it's great. But I'm so set in my ways that I now struggle to. Yeah, I struggle with it, but that's fine. I don't need to know everything, or even half of everything. I am. You're an Apple-free house. We have an iPad, but that iPad is about 9 years old, I think. And I exclusively use it to watch the Great British Bake Off in bed. So it's it doesn't exactly get challenged. It needs to stay plugged in now because the battery died. But yeah, it's like I like the aesthetics of Mac. I think I like how it looks. I think Apple products are pretty. I like what Macs are able to do, like by themselves, like being able to edit a PDF on a Mac, just not because it is a Mac. It's a Mac, and not because you have Adobe Pro or whatever, is huge. But thank you for the stretch. But oh, sorry, George. But yeah, it's not something that I am particularly good at, and also don't feel like I need to. Sounds divine. Watching Bake Off in bed. It's huge. It's like cup of tea, usually a snack as well. Ideally, a little bowl, like a small bowl, full of like Haribos of some sort. Tankfastics or gummy bears or something like that. Floof, yeah, he is absolutely shattered. He had a very busy day at the daycare. Let's see if I can actually move my slipper out of the shot. Bear with. He is currently not lying in his bed, but underneath, or he's lying next to my bed, upside down. His bed is over here. He's upside down with, yeah, that's like nose. So he's, yeah, he's a cute boy. He's a cute boy. But he had a very busy day at daycare, so he's absolutely shattered, bless him. What next? But yeah, watching Bake Off in bed is like gummy bears or Tankfastics or like the sour worms or something like that. And ideally with like a big cup of tea or something like that. And yeah, that is how I watch Bake Off. And that really works for me. I don't have any black on my... That might actually be a good thing. Let's try something... I don't know, something completely different. I'll make a blue-grey instead of... give that a non-oil. That should fit with the aesthetic a bit more. I'm looking for. I think there's a Bake Off again this year. I'm pretty sure they did. They did auditions and stuff for it. I think I saw. It's not as good anymore as it was. I miss Mel and Sue, and I miss Mary Berry. But it's still fun. It's the really quaint, like, chillness of it. It makes me very happy that, yes, people are competitive, but they're still helping each other, and they're still, yeah, it's great. I don't actually like it when things go wrong. I know a lot of people watch those shows for the baking disaster, like a cake falling off the table or something not rising or something like that, and I actually hate those moments. Or I don't hate it, I dislike those moments. I'm all there for the great successes and the big wins. That makes me happy. I really enjoy watching people succeed, which yeah, is a bit of a theme, I guess. You don't tend to watch MasterChef more? I find that a bit too high pressure. I did used to watch it. But I always feel like it feels a bit wasteful, at least with the Bake Off. I get the impression that what's been baked or cooked or whatever still gets eaten. And then all these really high value ingredients for like MasterChef and stuff. I just feel like, please let the production crew eat everything that's being cooked, because it's so, all these ingredients, all this food that's going to waste, that makes me kind of sad. I did used to like those Gordon Ramsay shows. Are they not Hell's Kitchen? I didn't like that particularly, but the ones where he goes and like fixes restaurants and stuff. Is it Kitchen Nightmares? I think one of the most enjoyable cooking shows that I've ever watched was No Reservations from Anthony Bourdain, which I think was on National Geographic or Discovery or something back in the Netherlands when I still lived there. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix now. Unfortunately, Mr. Bourdain is no longer with us. But he traveled to all these really like remote locations, cultures that don't normally get the like the I don't want to say recognition, because it's not necessarily recognition, but don't get the advertisement, I suppose. And he would go find the local cuisine in areas and almost show how limited we are as Westerners in our palate and in the stuff that we feel is acceptable to eat. When there are so many incredible foods in the world that we just don't know about because they're not westernized enough. As far as you know, I could be wrong. Leftover fruit and unused fruit and veg for the MasterChef goes to food banks. Okay, that's something at least, yeah. You remember, didn't see many of them. Now, he did a couple of series. I think there was like a couple of series of No Reservations, and there's also Parts on Unknown. That was also one of his series. He's an incredible chef, or was an incredible chef himself. I think his restaurant, I think, was in New York. I'm trying to think what the name of the restaurant is now. It will come to me. It's not exactly important. But he had major issues and problems with substance abuse. And unfortunately, he's a great loss for the world as a whole. Ended things for himself. I want to say about 8 years ago. Great loss for the world of culinary exploration, I guess. I think he had a French restaurant. Anthony Bourdain. I'll end up having to Google that, aren't I? Won't I? Because that's gonna bug me. What am I still doing awake? I'm only like 15 minutes later than I normally am. I don't think it was La Brasserie. I mean, he may have had more, but that's not the one that I was thinking of. Anthony Bourdain restaurant. Brasserie. I'll find it some other time. Your analogy, you can pick your bedtime. Mine varies. Tonight I'm going to be sleeping early. I mean, yeah, I think the one I'm thinking of is where he trained and not where he worked later on. Because I think Brasserie Les Halles or Les Halles or whatever. I think that was what turned into La Brasserie later on. I think. 10 minutes to go for you, although you're getting heavy, Liz. Yeah, same. I put some grey on the gravestone, and I'll need to that needs some more work at some point, but that can do for now. I should what I should do is see if I can raid someone, or if if everyone's already gone to bed, like me. Twitch. Thank you for hanging out. You're just googling, you don't know. Yeah. Let me see how long they've been live for. Yeah, I think we're gonna go. Yeah, let's go to Arcane Canvas Studios. They're doing some Genestealer at the moment, which looks fun. Been there before, but thanks for streaming, Sword. Well, thank you for the support. Thank you for the help. Much appreciated. As always, thank you all very much for hanging out with me. Thank you for everything, really. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comfort. Yeah, I will be back on Saturday normal time, and I'll create a raid and I'll send it over to Arcane Canvas Studios. I think they might either be live on somewhere else, or they're not, but I'll yeah, they look like they're doing some cool stuff, so I'll send this over. Thank you all very much. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday and the rest of the week, and yeah, we'll see you all soon. Bye bye.
Do you like my sunflowers?